Okay, so this is part 2. I know that my bike is traveling 13.5 miles per hour. Well, what if I want to say how many hours will it take him to travel, or excuse me, how many miles will he travel in 12 hours? Well, that's very simple. I can set up a ratio, okay? And I have a choice. I have 54 over 4. And then I also know my unit rate is 13.5 over 1, okay? And my goal is to get to how many miles over 12 hours, okay? Well, if I can do this math real easy, I can. So some of us can look and say, oh, okay, well, 4 to 12, I know all I'm doing is 4 times 3, and I know what I do to my numerator, I must do the denominator, which means if I do it to the denominator, I must do it to the numerator. So up here would be times 3. So 54 times 3. Okay, so that's 12, 15, 16. So 162 miles in 12 hours. Okay, sometimes though I can't see that real easy, and I have to back up and do a little bit my math a little bit differently. Okay, I'm going to move my multiplication over here real fast so I don't lose it, so we can talk about it in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to come over here on this side and I'm going to do it the alternate way. Okay, so I've got 54 over 4 equals x over 12. I'm going to do what is called cross multiply. I'm going to cross the equal sign and I'm going to multiply at an x. Okay, sometimes in elementary school they taught you this as the butterfly effect. Well, it's called cross multiply. So in order to keep my sides the same, and I can see the sides very simply, I'm going to draw a line between them and I'm just going to multiply. Okay, on the left side I have 4 times x. Then on the right side I have 54 times 12. Okay, I'm going to come over here, 54 times 12. Well, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 10 is, or 5 is 10. I'm going to drop my placeholder. 1 and 4 is 4, 1 and 5 is 5. Add those up. I've got 8, 4, 6. Okay? So now I've got 4x equals 648. Well, I know my ultimate goal is to get this x all by itself because I don't want 4 x's, I just want 1 x. So in order to get rid of that, I have to do the inverse operation of what's happening right now. Well, if right now I'm multiplying 4 times x, the inverse, or the opposite, is to divide. So I'm going to divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 I know is just 1, so that leaves me with just 1x. Again, just like we did over here on the left side, what I do to the numerator, I do to the denominator. In an equation, what I do to the left side, I must also do to the right side. Okay, so I'm going to come down here, 648 divided by 4. 4 goes into 6 one time with a 4 down there. Drop the 2 and the 4. That should give me 6, so that's 24. Drop my 8. 4 goes into 8 2 times, which is 8 with no remainder. Okay, so again, I get 162 miles in 12 hours. Now, you will find the approach to this is very different and very similar all at the same time. You will find that you will not always have something super easy like this. And when you don't, you have to remember to set up your proportions like this side and solve. Okay, hope this makes sense. Have a fantastic day.